Adam Taxon here. I want to just clip up something that was made by a fellow member of the RSBN family, Dennis Michael Lynch. He does these walk and talks every day for about an hour, but he doesn't tend to edit them in segments, so I'm going to take the liberty of doing that here. I was on his show election night, but I think people are going to be very interested in this right now, probably for the next 24 hours, nothing more. He had some really good points about the fires in Israel, which the media didn't cover, so I am bringing them to you right here.
The thing there is, it's developing into a situation which I don't think is going to get better. I think it's going to get worse. That's my update. As far as Israel, now I don't know if you know about this. Odds are you don't, because the news doesn't report on Israel anymore. No, they don't do it anymore, because President Barack Hussein Obama has established this thing where we ignore our best friends and we bow to our enemies. And so we have basically, as far as this man's concerned, you may disagree with me. Listen, I'm not going to dislike you for it. Don't dislike me for my opinion. This is the part of the show, if you want to call the walk and talk show a show, this is the part of the show where I just sort of go, wow. And my wow today is, you don't leave your best friend, you know? You don't leave your best, oh my goodness. That is what you call hat hair. So, you don't leave your best friend, you know? You just don't. And we have left, as far as I'm concerned, our best friend. Given deals to Iran, you know, these people have already said we want to wipe Israel off the face of the map. Well, President Obama's like, sure, let me send you $150 billion in unmarked bills. Let me give you some nukes. You know, let me be friends with people we shouldn't be friends with. Yeah. And as far as Israel, you know, hey, Bibi, kicks him in the shins. It's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not the way it's supposed to be. You know, so, and there's many reasons why we should protect Israel. And one of the biggest reasons why is because we don't believe in terrorism. But when you got a president who won't even acknowledge who the terrorists are, this is what you come up with, right? We don't bow to terrorism. We don't support terrorism. And we support Israel being its own state. We want everybody to live in peace, darn it. All right, so these fires, hear me out before you hang up. These fires, in one crazy way, oh, can you hear the bells? Shh. He likes the fact I'm talking about this now. These fires show signs of promise. What did you say, DML? Yes, they show signs of promise. Why? Because it showed how other nations around Israel were stepping in to help out. Yeah, they were trying to put out the fires. And you're like, wait a second, DML, you're getting too far. What's the whole thing with the fires? Okay. These fires are being lit, and it's come down to the fact they pretty much believe it's arson, and they're checking, I think now the latest I checked was almost up to 30 people that they have arrested, well, at least to grab, so this way they can start to talk to them, because they believe at this point it's arson. There's 220 different fires lit, right? And it's all by this northern Israeli city. And they believe that it was run by, you know, the arsoners were, well, you know who, you know, the people who think that Israel is just horrible. And if you look on Arab-based social media, right, and if you could read that kind of thing, or you could always hit the little Google Translate, and it'll do it for you. It basically says, yeah, you know, Israel is praying for rain, we're praying for winds. They want the winds to pick up because the winds are spreading the fire. And there have been, I think, 80,000. I got the cheat sheet. If you want the official numbers, some lady sent me an email the other day and was all pissy with me. That's not a bad word. Was all pissed off at me because I said, I think the next morning after the whole Hamilton thing, I said, you know, I wasn't sure if Pence was at the Hamilton show with his family, or his family and his wife. I said, but he was there and he was mistreated. Wife was like, I come into you, I want exacts. The wife wasn't there. I was like, you know, that really wasn't the point. But, you know, sorry. Anyway, so let me get the official numbers. So this way you guys don't think I'm losing my ability here. And I can imagine the comments right now like, DML, we don't care the exact numbers. You know what? There's always one in the crowd. So we make them happy. I want to make all people happy. 80,000 people evacuated. I was going to say the real thing. 80,000 people evacuated. All right? Thousands of homes destroyed. because guys are lighting fires. Terrorists are lighting fires, right? But Palestinian Fire Department coming in and helping out. So I see this as where you're starting to see the good people. You know, maybe it takes a fire, and I know this is horrible. We don't want a fire. Don't take my words the wrong way. You see something like this, a real tragedy that is taking place on a big level, and you're seeing that not everybody hates each other. There are people who want the peace in the region, and so they're out there trying to, I think Jordan got involved and Egypt got involved, and they're all in there trying to give resources to help these fires so more people don't, you know, lose their homes. Remarkably, nobody's died yet, or at least the last report I saw. And so, you know, it's fantastic to see that there's opportunity. You got to look, you know, you got to look for the grains of hope in every disaster. And that's what I see. Now, it's no new surprise that, you know, terrorists try to, you know, they want the people of Israel dead. They want to wipe, you know, Israel off the face of the earth. This is no new surprise. What the surprise is that you're having to hear about this from me. Yeah, you're having to hear about this from me. A small guy, you know, versus ABC, NBC, CBS. You know, why isn't CNN and Fox News covering this like they cover the other stuff? It's just a bleep. It's just a blip. That upsets me. These are our best friends. Should be on the top of the news every single day. You know, where's BB? We need to have him on we need to be interviewing this guy. You know, saying to him, give us updates. What do you need? Anything you need. Let the American people know what's happening to our best friend. Nothing. Nothing. Leaving your best friend behind. Never. That's not what Americans do. It's not what Americans do. Oh, my little daughter asked me, she heard me talking to Miss Mary about this. Daddy, I don't understand. What do you mean? How do we leave our best friend? I explained it like this. I said, sweetheart, imagine that I walked you to school every day and that there were people surrounding you, and every day on the way to your school they wanted to hurt you or take you or do something bad to you. And she says, Daddy, why would anybody want to do that to me? I said, exactly. So just imagine that, sweetheart. And she says, okay. I said, now imagine all of a sudden Daddy one day says, you know, you can make it on your own. Go ahead, I'll watch from here. I'm not going to walk you to the door and make sure you get in. Go ahead, go. I don't think anything's going to happen. Don't worry about it. These people over here, Iran, he's not really, Mr. Iran's not as bad as just go. You'd look at me and like, Dad, what are you doing? How can you leave me? Right? You'd say, what the hell happened to you? What happened to your principles, Dad? How can you do that to me? And then it even gets worse. The next time I take you, I actually turn my back. I said, go ahead, you know what? I got to read my emails. Go ahead, go. You'll be fine, sweetheart. Go ahead, go. That's what we're doing. That's what Obama has done. He's turned our back on one of our greatest allies who constantly needs us as a reinforcement. And you know, think of it this way. If I'm walking my daughter through the valley of fear, so to say, right, to that schoolyard, I got to walk her the 100 yards, and I'm surrounded by just the meanest people. It could be that I could actually even lose that. But she feels so safe because she just knows in the back of her head, my daddy's here for me. He's here. And sometimes when you know that you have somebody behind you, it allows you to focus on what's ahead versus, well, where did my friend go, right? So it's like another distraction these people have to deal with. Where did my friend go? That's my example. I would never let my daughter walk like that. We should never be letting Israel have to walk alone or to feel like we don't got their back. And, you know, and then you got somebody like Obama or somebody be like, oh, no, we're totally for Israel. You know, we're Israel's friend. Yeah, well, you're not acting like it. You're not acting like it when you're empowering Iran. And where's the media? Where's the media? Because if the American people don't know this stuff is taking place, they don't know. And Israel is always left. We just left these guys. We just left them. NG. No good. That's what NG stands for. No good. I get passionate about this. And I'm not Jewish. I have no Jewish relatives. You know, I'm Irish. I got a shamrock on my shoulder. In case you didn't know that. Tattoo. And, first time all day. First time all day. I think the neosynephrine's wearing off. So yeah, that's what's taking place over in Israel. Now, the fires, from what is being reported today, I see some of you, a couple hundred, you jumped off. Maybe these are the people who are too busy, got something else to do. Maybe they want to go listen to a rerun of Alex Jones tell you how it is that the moon is about to crash because there's a coup to destroy the moon. I don't know, maybe there is. Maybe I'm misinformed. Maybe I didn't see that report today. Maybe Jill Stein is taking the moon down. She raising money to take the moon down, Jill Stein. Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe there's a report out that says the moon is actually square, not circle. Maybe there's no moon. Or maybe there's aliens on the moon. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll get to the bottom of it somehow, right? Yeah. All right, whatever. So, here's the update. The fires are starting to be contained. And, you know, Benjamin Netanyahu says, hey, things are getting a little better. And, you know, we're starting to do cleanup efforts here, but we're still not out of the woods, man, you know? And we don't know. These guys start lighting fires again. You know, so I'll keep you updated on this every day on DennisMichaelLynch.com. You got my guarantee, you got my word. Got my word, I never leave a best friend behind. Although, you know, it's not funny. I have one great friend of mine who is very, very Jewish. Very Jewish. Orthodox Jew. You know, unplugs everything on Friday night. 24 hours, you know, goes down that thing periodically. I love this guy. Love him. Love him. Great father. 5 kids. Great husband. Love him. You know, his name's Elijah. Elijah will send something to me, be like, Dennis, you need to be the president. We have to try to help Israel. Or Dennis, why isn't the... It's getting windy here. And I know it's a little sunny. It's hard to see me too. We'll get out of it soon. You know, Dennis, why isn't the media covering this stuff? Why aren't we covering this stuff? You know, or why is it when there's an attack and Israeli kids are getting killed with a suicide bomber, they blame it on Israel? I'm with you. Eli, you know I'm with you. I wish I had the answers. I'm hoping Donald J. Trump, president-elect, you know, I don't know, he says art of the deal. He thinks he could get this whole thing resolved. Most people probably laughed at him, but you know, you look at these fires and how it is that people are coming together. He might not be so crazy after all. Maybe I'm crazy. Remember that song? Maybe I'm crazy.